Well guys, today is the day. We have got a new confirmed dinosaur for the roster in the Jurassic World Evolution 3 website database. And it actually involves 11 new species. Well, not 11 new species, but like just add to the roster from like what we've got in past trailers and all sorts. I think with some new ones as well, but I have no idea. The database will add 11 new creatures, which is the Ankylodocus, the Atrociraptor, the Atenburosaurus, which I've never heard before, the Ceratosaurus, the Gallimimus, Guanlong, Hamalocephale, Iguanodon, Giganotosaurus, Sauropelta, and Tropognathus. And without further ado, let's check what their animations are, well, new animations, and what we've got so far for what is to come for those species. First up, we have got the Ankylodocus, which is a hybrid from Dr. Henry Wu, I'm pretty sure. Hopefully I haven't messed that up. Yeah, it does say that in the text. And it is a combination of the Ankylosaurus, and the Diplodocus. It does not have any possibly female or male or juvie. I don't know what this is. It might not even be a female or male, to be honest. It's a hybrid, you never know. But it does not have a juvie or a mate with it because it is a hybrid, and none of the other hybrids actually have like family species because they're hybrids. They're a combination of abominations. I have no idea though. The next one, a new confirmed dinosaur, I think, is the Atrociraptor with its baby, which looks absolutely adorable. And with the male and female, you actually get to see a way different of a pattern, which surprisingly isn't with the male, it's the female. And the female has like a weird camo like sort of like pattern. I don't really know what you would call it, but it's got some very cool dark, why would I say dark black, just some nice black colours going all across it, apart from the male, which has nothing going along it, which is kind of surprising to me. I'm kind of shocked. The baby has patterns, and I'm guessing that's probably a female since it's got patterns and the male doesn't, so I'm guessing that the Juby is a female, which is very interesting. The next one in the roster being the Atenburosaurus, which I've never seen before. This is a new creature to me, and it looks absolutely awesome. It is probably in the species counter with Plesiosaur, which is very cool. It's nice to see a new sea creature come into the game. We've never seen this before, I'm pretty sure, and this has been in DLC. I have no idea though. It is still a very nice species to come. The male, you've got just yellow lines going down a bit with dots on the sides, and with the female, you've just got like a dark green fade going across his neck and then a line going down the back. And then with the fins, there's just like splodges of orange, which is still nice. And with the baby, you've just got white dots going down its back because it's not got all of its kind of ejected juvie, even though it does look literally the same size as its mother and father, which we've already had with the Ichthyosaur. You can never tell which one is the juvie, but it's always going to be in the bottom left, the juvie, I'm hoping anyway. The next species on the roster, and a new addition I think, is the Ceratosaurus, and that baby looks absolutely freaking adorable. Its face looks just really squished to me, and it looks like a little bulldog. I don't really know, but it looks absolutely adorable. I love the little hornless nose. It looks absolutely adorable. But yeah, the feet look gigantic to it. They look nearly the same size as the actual adults. I don't know why they look so big to me. I don't know why. But with the male and female, I don't really know which one's the male, but I think it's probably the top right. But with the female, it's actually got a bigger horn compared to the male, which I really find weird. To be honest, the left one might be the female. I have no idea though. It's got some way cooler patterns compared to the right one. It's just a giant patch of red, which I think might be the like original Frontier skin of it from like the old Jurassic World Evolution games, which is very nice. It's nice to see the Ceratosaurus coming back. I know there's probably some fan favourites out there for it. The next species on the roster is the Gallimimus, which is an absolute fan favourite to everyone, I'm guessing, because it was literally in the first Jurassic Park movie. I think we've seen the Juvi before from the petting zoo scene in the Cretaceous cruise, if I can remember right. I have a bad memory, I'm not gonna lie. But I can't really tell a difference with the male and female in like the body differences. I think the belly on the male, or is that the female? I have no idea. But I think the belly is like a little bit fatter and wider for the right one on the side. But yeah, I still can't really tell which one's the female or male on this one, but I think it might be the left one actually this time. I have no idea though. The next species is the Guanlong, which is a DLC or deluxe edition for the game coming out, and the baby looks absolutely adorable. And if you've noticed, there is an animation with it. You probably did notice that because this website is like all about animations. We actually get our first animation for the species, and the male and female look absolutely awesome, along with the little baby juvie. It looks like a turkey, I don't know why. It looks like a baby turkey to me. It's very weird. But the skin, the skins look very cool. There isn't a difference in the male and female in the colours, like patterns, but it's still very cool, I've got to admit. And the tail of fur at the back is a bit different compared to them. Like, there's a bit more fur on the right one than the left one, which is very nice. I love that. The fourth last species. I don't know why I mixed up then. But yeah, the fourth last species is the Hamalocephale. Hamalocephale? Yeah, I think I'm right. Hamalocephale. This creature is, I think, if I'm right, the second small creature that we've had so far. The other one we've had is the Pisasaurus. I have no idea how you say the name. I'll probably just put an image of what it looks like, and then yeah, let's just go with that, sure. But yeah, there isn't really much of a difference compared to this species. The baby looks absolutely adorable, which I absolutely love. Who doesn't have a Hamalocephale baby? It looks so adorable, I can't believe it. But the patterns on the back compared to the other two giants, the patterns on the male, I think on the right, are more like fatty or whatever you call it, like more seen compared to the female, which is just dots and lines of the same colour, which I'm not bragging about. Looks absolutely adorable. I love that so far. The next species, and I think a new species, is the Iguanodon. And the patterns and like skins on the male and female is a lot different. But the male, I'm guessing, to be honest, I can't really describe what it looks like. It just looks like it looks like a bunch of islands on a map. Is that a good way to describe it? I don't know. But it looks I don't know why, to me it looks old. I don't know why. But yeah, it's a lot more different to the female, with the female just having like a bunch of mustard on its back, with a bunch of small islands on the side as well. The baby looks very cute and adorable. I would definitely give that a little like back scratch and all sorts, a belly rub and all. But the difference on the male and I think that actually, is that a female or male? I can't really tell. But there's not really much of a difference compared to the juvie and the female, I don't think. I have no idea, but it's still a very nice colour, I've got to admit. I love the Iguanodon. It's a very cool dinosaur, even though we saw it for like a split second in the Dominion movie. The next species is the Sauropelta, which we have actually seen in a scene before in earlier trailers. And is the pickiest dinosaur in the world. And there isn't much of a difference compared to the male and female, except the male has more of like longer horns on the side, and it's got an actual pattern on the underbelly compared to the female. It's not got any pattern. And the baby looks kind of like an ankylosaur to me, because the horns aren't actually like fully out. It looks more like an ankylosaur to me, but I'm an idiot. I don't really know life, to be honest. I'm not the best at like anything, to be honest. But yeah, it's still a nice. To be honest, I don't know if it's a nice addition to bring to the game. It's a very picky creature. I think people would have wanted probably better and more beautiful creatures to come, unlike this, but Frontier does as they want, and they just throw out there and they give us a picky creature. Thank you, Frontier. Thank you so much. Great. And the last species in the roster that is to come to the website or the database is the Tropicognathus. We literally just had a trailer with it. It didn't show much. It just showed us more of the Tropicognathus. But we get to see more of the animations here, which is nice. And with the male and female, there's more of a big beak, like a more of a big sharp beak, and the colour on the beaks, or the tips, are really nice actually. I don't think there's actually colour on the female, which is a bit weird, I don't know why. And the wings, I can't really tell because the female's flying, but the male has some nice like dark grey-green patches along its wings, which is very nice. You get to see the juvie also like just pecking down on something. I don't really know what. I don't think it has any patterns on that, but to be honest, my eyes aren't the best. I'm joking, they are. I've just realised we also didn't invite the Giganotosaurus to it, and weirdly, we do not have the normal Frontier skin. We have the Dominion skin. To be honest, I'm not really bothered if they don't bring that, but I think other people would love for them to bring the old Frontier skin back. Even though the Dominion skin is really cool, I would probably want it more than the other. If I've got to be honest, it's just way cooler with the spikes and all sorts. And the juvie looks very adorable, I'm not gonna lie. It's got some nice scales going along its back. Do you call it scales? I don't really know. But yeah, it still looks very nice. The patterns aren't too different with the male and female. I can't really even tell which one's the male or female, to be honest. There might be less spikes, I have no idea. But the patterns, I think, are different. There's more dots on the right one compared to the left one. It looks more of a camouflage one on the left, which is very nice. And so far, that is it for the roster. Please tell me in the comments, possibly, what your thoughts are for the latest creatures to join the roster in the database of the whole website. I absolutely love that they've added the Atrociraptor to the species roster, which I absolutely love. It is a very nice addition. I love the babies so much, and the Atrociraptor female looks way cooler, to be honest, than the male. What does that? I don't really know, but it still looks really nice. I actually had a dream last night where I looked back at the website or the species database, and I saw a Sarcosuchus in the box of like the hatchery being created or whatever, and I blew my head off when I saw the Sarcosuchus, and I thought it was real. I saw the baby and everything. I can't actually fully describe what I saw, but it was absolutely adorable. I'm so sad I didn't actually see that happen right now. I would have loved to have seen a Sarcosuchus come. It would have been magical. But you never know, we might see one later in possibly future trailers, but to be honest, you'd never really know. I will be doing everything on Jurassic World Evolution 3, on trailers and all sorts, gameplay, feature focuses, everything. So please stay in touch with this channel. I'm hoping for this to be a fully functioning job in the future. And yeah, that is it for this video. Please like and sub and turn notifications on, please. It would help me so much for the channel. And that is it for the roster. And until the next video that comes out for the Jurassic World Evolution 3, I will see you all later. Bye bye.